Good morning. Glad I got a chance to spend some time with you today and hope it'll be an encouragement to you. We've been talking about returning the joy in our life, the joy of our salvation, the joy of serving the Lord, and how we get that joy back when we've lost it. And we talked about in Psalms 126 that when the person who has backslid comes back to the Lord, they've been restored, they've been brought out of captivity, and they're rejoicing and they're remembering the good things that God has done for them. But the rest of Psalms 126 talks to us about also another way of having joy in our life. And if you look down to verse 5, it says, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth weeping, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him." Now notice this. This is the principle of sowing and reaping. Now, you sow with tears, you sow with a burden, you sow with desire to see people come to Christ. There's a tremendous thing about sowing in tears, putting the most into it, putting your effort into it. Notice what he says this, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy." In other words, when you give it your all, and you give your all to the Lord Jesus Christ, and you're serving the Lord in whatever capacity that He has called you. Remember, God's given us all different gifts, and we're using those gifts for the ministry of the Lord, regardless of what gift God's given to you, that you're using that gift for the Lord. And when you sow in tears, sow with a burden, sow with a harsh desire to see people come to Christ, you're going to reap in joy. Now, what does it mean to reap in joy? It means that when you see the fruit of the harvest, when you see people come to Christ, you see lives transformed, it lifts your heart, it lifts your spirit. One of the greatest joys I had being a pastor is when we're able to do baptism and we see a person who has given their life to the Lord and they're going to be identified with the Lord Jesus Christ and they're coming forth to be baptized saying, "I'm identified with Christ." It lifts our heart when you see a person's whole life transformed. It lifts your heart, brings you joy. You want joy in your life? Start using the gifts God's given to you. Start using them for the furtherance of the kingdom, that you might make a difference in the lives of others and you'll reap in joy. So how do we get joy back? Start serving the Lord with a burden, with a harsh desire to please Him and to see a wonderful harvest. You'll bring joy to your life. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. Be in God's house on Sunday, worshiping the Lord, and I will see you on Monday.